Hey everybody, welcome to Animation Caps. Now it's good to see everybody again. So sorry that I haven't got back to everybody. I just want to let everybody know that I finished everybody's grades, caught everything up, and thank you for your patience throughout this week. It's been a crazy week, still dealing with a very, very adorable baby, but he loud. And no worries, but he's healthy. Everything's great. And we're just trying to get used to the no sleep right now. But other than that, that's pretty much it. I just want to let everybody know that I've kind of finished up the grades as far as I can. Double checked everything as best as possible, and should have gone from there. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Figure I'd get in the last announcement for this week and talk about some pitfalls in the demo reels. So we're starting to get to finishing the full complete demo reel, and that's going to be great. However, there's a couple things that we have noticed and something that we need to keep in mind with that there are some common mistakes that we keep running into for demo reels that really hinder you in a lot of different ways. And so let's talk about those a little bit more in detail and how they kind of can play an effect when you're building your reels. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, I love how like PowerPoint's just like, I'm not going to work on like the first click, so I'm going to work on the third click and jump you all the way. So we've talked a lot about what to do, but we've never really talked about what to avoid. And I've gone over it like piece by piece as we've gone through. But really, let's talk about it in a nutshell, pretty much some of the aspects that we can go through. So first off, there are many ways to accomplish great demo reels, and there's also the pitfalls and common mistakes that kind of deter you and deter others from like seeing the rest of your work, and that's very important. So we definitely want to get into that and make sure that we avoid these issues. Now, a lot of times we tend to make mistakes a lot, and we add big clips and taking credit unknowingly when we're a part of like huge projects. For example, I was on Madden, FIFA, NHL. There's like over 1,000 people on this project, especially like the QA team. The QA team takes like 200 or 300 people, and the animation teams as well. They're like that's like half, if not 2/3 of the group right there. And I don't know, I was an analyst and a producer on there, so like I only took credit for what I worked on because obviously I didn't build the entire game of Madden. No, I just did a couple design elements and did some usability analytics, and that's pretty much some of the things that I did over there. However, you have to keep in mind when you're doing your demo reel, you don't want to do like a massive clip of something that a lot of people worked on. If you did that and you worked on those projects, it's good to know. However, you didn't do everything on that project. So you have to keep in mind like a massive film, a video game, or some type of art project that involves multiple artists, developers, programmers, and it's like a massive project. It's kind of hard to show what you've done compared to everybody else. So what's great about this is you can showcase something that you worked on in that movie or in that clip or video game, and then you can just add like captions or labels to what you contributed to and what others contributed to. And you also kind of avoid when you do that, you can showcase, okay, that person did that one animation on that character in Madden. Cool. So we know what you worked on specifically, rather than just like saying Madden and then that's it. And you're kind of taking credit for like everybody else's work, and that's not a good thing right there. So keep that in mind. We want to know what you worked on. Just don't put the projects you've worked on. We want to know what you worked on in each project, and that's going to tell us your processes. That's going to be huge. So another thing too is when we start doing the last 15 seconds, people tend to like overuse callbacks, like it's no joke, and we tend to repeat work we've already shown a lot of times. So just be careful not to rely on too much previous work. It's good to have a couple callbacks in the last 15 seconds, but don't constantly use them so that I'm just seeing like a loop of 10 pieces and then it's the same 10 pieces again. That just tells me you don't make your callback the entire reel. Also, it's always good to showcase new work to help show new techniques that's used in different ways. For example, if you did animation on this one project, but you wanted to show them that you're able to do animation on another project, use that as a callback. Don't use the same piece over and over again because you just start getting repetitive, and then it tells us that you don't have like a big repertoire of stuff to do or what you've done, and then just kind of showcases your experience. Now, sometimes we might want to do like a green, like newer person in our projects. That's cool, but sometimes if it's like for a senior role or something, that can hinder you really seriously. So just don't rely too much on callbacks. They should be there just to reignite the technique, not the project. Unless it's like a super project, like it's like a really cool piece, then yeah, go for it. Another big thing is too, everybody just kind of goes through it and just like does this basic video, and they don't really quality control everything. So a lot of times we tend to put work out there that's not clean. We put just clips together, throw case some projects together, just put a quick video in there, and it is good. You check off the list that you have it, but in reality, something could be out of focus, something could be missing like half the video. Maybe it's off centered. Maybe it's like really small or really too large and you just can't see everything fully. It's just not clean. So you have to edit everything. And this shows flaws in other areas that we don't mean to show. And we have to make sure that the work is professional to the target audience, because if you clean everything up, put everything together, then it's going to be really simple for us to hire you. So double check each clip for errors in the work. Make sure everything's clear. The visuals are clear. Everything's easy to understand. And make sure your spacing makes sense too. You don't want to like change the spacing of each of the clips and then throw everything off. You also want to make sure that you're clean and error-free to employers. This shows professionalism. This is huge. So yeah, I will go after the clean videos much more than I would like something that's like not that clean and just looks not clear and pixelated a lot of time. It can get a little rough. So that's pretty much it. Just some basic pitfalls of what we talked about, what some things to go about, and just something to do while you're kind of putting your demo reel together, and that's going to be huge. So, all right, other than that, that's pretty much it. Just let everybody know you have your discussion due tonight, especially for your reply post, and you have your project due on Sunday and your live lecture. Other than that, that's all I got. Be safe, have fun, enjoy, and I hope everybody has a great weekend. Thanks for being patient for my crazy week this week, and we should be back to normal next week, so all's fun where it goes. So week 8, that's right. So keep an eye for announcements on Monday. That's pretty much it. Have a good one. Be safe. Enjoy. Bye, everybody.